The most memorable airport experience for me is like traumatic stuff. Yeah. And
That's sad.
yeah, but not, I mean, like, traumatic is a range, but like for me, it's like,
I guess we're a little biased.
Yeah.
However, I will say that my second place airport, maybe you could say your second place, but my second place airport would be.
welcome, beautiful people, to the Lost and Local podcast. We're Hannah
And Adam.
two Korean citizens who grew up abroad and are now figuring out life. Period.
Join us as we share our stories and honest perspectives on what it means to be lost and local, changing it up. So we have a really fun, I think it's going to be a fun one. I tried to tell Hannah not to tell me any of her stories, but we're going to talk about airports.
Yay!
Yes. Most of you know that I do have a YouTube channel and the moniker is Traveling On because I really love traveling. And airports are a huge part of that experience. Ah. So Hannah, opening question, what's your favorite airport?
Okay. I'm going to like claim my answer so you can't steal it. But my hands down, my favorite airport is Incheon International Airport.
Yeah, yes.
I've been to like a handful of airports. The ones in China are huge, but they don't have as many like fun things to do at the airport versus like Incheon. And then, no offense, but Logan Airport is really tiny. In Boston, it's like not cool. And then JFK, which I used to fly in a lot, is just horrendous.
Okay.
Like, it's scary. I would not want to spend the night there. But Incheon, like, I feel so safe. It's so like nice. There's a 찜질방 inside.
Yes.
I've stayed there before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and
Have
then
you stayed at the capsule hotels there?
I've not.
Oh my gosh.
I want to
fun.
do that. Okay.
Anyway, go on.
Okay. In Incheon. Okay. That, like, I love eating at the different food courts. So many food courts.
For real.
Yeah. And then like there's also like arts and crafts. So I think at a certain time people dress up in like traditional outfits and they do like a march around the airport for the tourists.
Oh, okay.
And then you can also make little like trinkets. So
I've
I've done
never
that before.
seen them do the marching thing.
Oh, it's at a certain time and you have to like catch them at that time.
Okay.
But they're huge on like entertaining. And then occasionally you run into celebrities. So I've run into a couple celebrities at the airport.
Yeah, me too. But I don't know who they are. Like we were walking out one time and then all these fans had all their like things and clicking and they're like, oh, is this for me? And there was someone I guess behind us that was a big celebrity.
I see.
I
checked in next to a singer named Im Jae-bum.
Oh.
And at first he just looked like a Korean ajashi.
Oh.
But he had these huge like suitcases.
Oh.
And then there were like a ton of people like around him, like trying to figure out all the suitcases. And later I found out there was like a festival going on. So all of that was like music equipment. And then I ran into a group called SG Wannabe. So this is like back in the day.
Wow.
SG Wannabe, I don't think they like do anything anymore. They're like old school. But yeah.
Okay, so Incheon is your favorite.
Fun.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right.
What about you, Adam?
All right, so I'll preface right off the bat that my favorite airport is also Incheon. I guess we're a little biased.
Yeah.
However, I will say that my second place airport, maybe you could say your second place, but my second place airport would be Singapore. So Singapore is known for their so the airport is connected into a mall. The mall is part of the airport, and the mall has this huge arboretum. It's got this big enclosure where they have these like this huge waterfall from the center that goes down, and then it goes through the whole mall. It's hard to explain. I'll show a picture of it in video because I actually have it on video and pictures. But it's pretty cool, and it's part of the mall.
So
it's part of the airport.
According to Google, there's something called the World Airport Awards, and Singapore Changi Airport won for 2025.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
yeah, we were actually, my wife and I are going there again.
Really?
In 2026.
Oh, 2026.
Not 2025.
I'm going this year.
Oh, to Singapore.
To
Singapore.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I've never been.
Oh yeah,
so
it's
I'm,
gonna
really
be
excited.
fun. It's nice.
Mm.
But yeah, that would be my second favorite. But
Mm.
I will tell you. So of course I did fly when I was 3 years old to America. So I don't remember that. But when I was 18 years old, I flew out to Portland, Oregon to be a camp counselor for a Holt adoption agency. They had a camp thing. So I flew from out of Chicago O'Hara.
That's a nice airport.
And this was in the 90s. So I just remember, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Because I was one of those kids that even liked the whole concept of indoor malls. Because we didn't have indoor malls in my town, but we'd have to drive to a big city. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like you're indoors, but there's all these things happening.
Yeah.
I went into the O'Hara at the time. I think O'Hara was one of the busiest airports in the world. And I was just dumbfounded. Like I love huge crowds. I love being anonymous in huge crowds. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. And then because it's so big, you have to go to the different concourses, and then they would have these huge escalators that take you down into like the cavernous underneath it, and then you have to take these like moving walkways to the other concourse. And I thought that was so cool at the time because it was like mind-boggling for me being 18-year-old from a small town.
Yeah.
I was just like, I love airports. And then I actually flew out of San Francisco going back, and that was really fun too. And I was just like, I was like, I love airports. And ever since, I've had the privilege of being able to go to a lot of airports. So
that's how your love for airports started?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I never wanted to be a pilot, but I just love airports. And all the like choices, like the food choices and this, like just being able to see like all the different people, because usually that's pretty diverse in airports because in my town, there was just white people, right?
Yeah.
So going to huge airports, you would just see this multi-diverse amount of people. It was so fun.
No. This is so cool because I love airports too. But when I share that with people, they're like, huh?
And my airport experiences were prior to 9/11. So that's when you could walk your friends to the gate.
I see.
You know, I remember when it was just a natural thing to walk into the airport with your friends, drop them
weren't
off,
strict.
eat the good food at the airport. And there was like, the security was minimal at the time. But ever since 9/11, man, it's just been tough. Unfortunately, they never rescinded it.
Yeah.
I understand why now. Still, I guess it makes the airport experience even more interesting. You know, my wife and I actually did an Incheon date where we weren't even flying anywhere, but we just went to the airport because there's so much to do there.
There is a lot.
And there's some hidden restaurants at Incheon that you have to know to go up and to the second level. And if depending on if you're in Terminal 1 and Terminal 2, there's a whole set of new restaurants and choices. And it's so fun. You could just enjoy it. And then they've got like the airport museum or whatever. You can like look at all the different things. And
Very
it's so
true.
fun.
Very
Airports
true.
are amazing. So I guess we talked about our favorite airport. So I guess this is obviously a segue into the next question, but what's our feeling towards airports? I guess we kind of alluded to that,
shared,
but
I didn't really share, but I think I've thought a lot about this. I'm like, why do I like airports? Because in reality, it's like that in-between zone, right? So people are like, they're like kind of annoyed. They're like, I want to go to my destination. Like, that's how most people respond to me. And they're like, why do you like being at airports? It's like dirty. It's like whatever. But I think for me, it's the fact that no one has a home. Like in that moment, in that space, we're all kind of displaced.
Oh, look at you thinking outside the box.
We're all like displaced in this in-between limbo. And we're just like kind of existing together. And I'm interacting with people I would have never met otherwise, other than this international or whatever airport. I think that felt so cool to me as someone who was constantly moving and the people around me were not moving.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting perspective.
So I would go like pretty early to an airport and I would just sit there and I would watch people. Sometimes people would like talk to me and we would end up sharing our life stories. I did that when I was younger, when I was like traveling in high school. And then in my 20s, I started being like stranger danger. Like I don't want to talk to anyone, but I still like people watching. I just like walking around the airport. Yeah. And just seeing like every little like nook and cranny.
Me too.
And then you find some like really cool little spaces and then you just like hang out there for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, wow. We're very like-minded in that way. Mm-hmm. Okay. You feel the sense of being with people who are like sojourners or whatever, like they're in the in-between.
Yeah.
For me, going to the airport, that excitement that you have to start the vacation or start the trip. Oh. And then even going back is the excitement to go back. So when you're at the airport, either airport, there's an excitement, at least for me. Yeah, for some people, maybe they don't want to go back to their mundane drum of life. But when especially since living in Korea, when I travel, I cannot wait to get back to Korea.
You've said that before.
So I'm just so excited at the airport. Yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get home. Interesting. Okay. Since we have had a lot of airport experience, what is a like memorable experience for you?
Ooh. The most memorable airport experience for me is like traumatic stuff. Yeah. And
that's sad.
Yeah. But not, I mean, like traumatic is a range, but like for me, it's like missing a flight. Like that's the most traumatic thing.
You missed a flight?
I almost missed a flight.
Oh, you almost.
Yeah. So when I was moving back to Korea last year.
Okay.
So I had a domestic flight and then an international flight. So, you know, domestic flights, you go like an hour before, not like 2 hours before. So I show up an hour before and I've already checked my bags online. So I just need to drop it off. Okay. I don't need to do the whole like check-in.
Yeah.
I show up. There's only one counter open for the entire Delta flight.
Oh.
So there's supposed to be 8 counters, but because it's early in the morning, there's only one counter open. And the line is all the way to the security point. And then I start freaking out and I'm like, I just need to drop my bags. I don't understand why the line is so long. So I obviously ask someone for help. And then she's like, I can't help you. You have to stand in line. And I was like, no, like there should be a priority because if I miss this flight, you're going to have to rebook me. So I don't think you want to rebook me. You should want to like help me do this. And so finally I find out that there's a separate bag drop off lane.
Because you already checked your bag.
Yeah. So I like find that lane and then it was doubled up as a veterans lane.
Oh.
So then all these veterans start yelling at me and they're like, are you a veteran? And I'm like, no, but this is where the baggage drop off is for international flights. They're like, well, you should get in line. And I'm like, sir, I am in line. And now we only have like 30 minutes before the flight leaves.
And you haven't even gone through the security checkpoint yet.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like freaking out.
Oh my gosh.
I'm freaking out.
I would be freaking out like you.
But realistically, on the website, they said baggage drop should only take 5 to 10 minutes. So that's what I calculated. And I'm just like, what's going on, Delta? Like,
oh my gosh.
This is why I never want to go on Delta again. Sorry, but I'm putting you on blast because I had a very bad experience.
Okay.
And I kept explaining, I'm going on an international flight. So this is my line. And these veterans keep yelling at me. And I'm just like, sir, I don't know what you want me to do. And then I drop off my bag and the attendant is like, why are you here? You should have been here 4 hours ago.
What?
And I was like, I never heard that in my life. And I've traveled so
for
many.
a domestic flight.
Yeah.
What are they?
And he's like, because your final destination is international, you should have gotten here 4 hours before. And you shouldn't be mad at us that we only have one counter open. And I'm just like, no, that's not my responsibility. I'm here to drop off my bag. I've already paid for it. I've already tagged it. I just need to drop this off. And well, he's giving me what do you call that? side
Dirty
eye.
look or side eye?
Yeah,
Dirty
side eye.
look,
Like,
side eye. Okay.
yeah, he was like really annoyed. And I'm like, why are you annoyed at me? Like, this is such bad customer service.
Okay.
So I drop the bag off and then I go through security.
Oh.
And then they're like, ma'am, we need to go through your bag. And I forgot to drink the water in my tumbler.
And you checked it in.
No.
You were going through security and you forgot to.
I forgot to drink because I thought I would have more time.
Yeah, more time to just sip the water.
At this point, it's 25 minutes before the plane leaves, which means there's only 10 minutes for the gate, right? Yeah. So I'm like, sir, I like need to do this. And he's like, oh, well, you're going to have to go out.
Go back out.
Go back into the line.
Get back in line.
Yeah. And I was like, then just keep the tumbler. And they're like, you sure? And I'm like, I don't have time for this. So keep the tumbler.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
But
so
sad.
And I start running. I have my violin. I have a like the carry-on suitcase and a huge backpack. And I'm just like running for my life. And of course, it has to be in a separate terminal. Like,
oh yeah,
you know, you
different concourse.
Yeah, concourse. And I didn't know that. So I'm like running.
Did you have to take a train or?
Yeah, the like airport shuttle.
Oh my goodness.
So I arrive, and they're right about to close the gate.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, please let me in. And then while I was running, my zipper broke. And so my laptop is like trying to spill out. And I'm just like holding on for dear life.
Oh my gosh.
And so I finally get on the plane. And then, of course, because I've been running for the past like 30 minutes, I'm like coughing because I'm like parched. Flight
and
attendants,
you have no water.
I have no water. And the flight attendant just looks at me. And I'm just like, can you help me? I'm like coughing up a storm. I'm dying. And they just like sit down and they like clip in. And I was just like, okay, Delta, like I'm done.
Oh, really?
I'm leaving.
They're probably not happy with you because you came late. They're
okay,
like,
yeah,
we're not going to help her.
That's true. But like, it's their fault.
They don't know the context.
That's true. That's true.
But
they didn't know there was only one counter open. But
well, thank goodness you made it. Because
I made it.
Whose fault is that then? That might have been your fault. They might have been like, too bad, so sad.
No, but they usually rebook. If you make it in, they rebook for you. But it's more work for them to rebook me than to get me on the flight, which is why in Korea, they'll do everything they can to get you on.
But Korea is very
customer
I feel
service
like they're more conscientious.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah,
America. I don't mean to badmouth you.
No, I mean to badmouth you. Because like they're losing money by doing that, by rebooking me, because usually they try to overbook a plane, right?
True.
So they're going to have to kick someone off.
Facts.
And then they're going to have to reschedule me for the next international flight, which is harder because there's only one flight a day. I don't know. So I'm just like trying to explain, like, you're actually doing yourself a disservice.
So this was just a year ago. So
just a year ago.
Pretty fresh in your mind.
Oh my goodness.
So you flew out of Boston on Delta, and what was your connecting flight? Where you? What city did you fly to?
Minnesota.
Oh, and then you went from Minnesota to like, did you take Asiana or?
Wait, is it Delta?
Korean Airlines?
I think
Are you bad-mouthing Delta without realizing it?
Wait, is Delta's headquarters in? Yes, it is Delta.
Okay, Delta. Okay.
Delta has this thing with Asiana.
Oh, like a
partnership thingy. So it's like technically Asiana, but it's like a Delta plane.
But now Asiana is part of Korean Airlines.
Yeah, I heard the service went down.
Unfortunately, when these big conglomerates get together, there's always, it's usually a bad thing for us because of less competition.
Yeah, because my friend did a flight from Japan to Korea on Asiana. And she said they didn't serve bibimbap. They didn't serve any of the regular food. And she was just like, this is not the experience I thought it would be.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, that was my horrific trip last year. And I was like, America is making it difficult for me to the end.
Yikes.
To the end.
Well, I'm glad that you made it because that is stressful.
Another thing is though, like American Airlines, the flight attendants aren't as nice.
Really?
As Korean airline.
Oh, I thought you were talking in literally American Airlines. No. Okay, I was like versus Delta and United and Southwest. So okay.
flights in the US, the flight attendants in the US, they don't have the same level of service as like Asian airlines.
I think maybe it's because of the culture too, because there's
Yeah.
a little bit of you have to be respectful. You're representing the nation. You're representing the culture of that nation because we're more Asian, at least Korea, we're more conscious of honoring our guests.
Yeah.
Where in America, it's more laid back, and that's probably part of it.
So like, for example, if I'm trying to put my suitcase up on the top, what are they called? Bins?
Overhead bins.
Overhead bins. The flight attendants just stare at me.
Oh.
And I'm like,
but you're pretty tough. You don't have a problem getting that up in there, do you?
it's the height. Like I'm too short to put it up. So I'm just like, can you please help me? And they're like, okay, hold this side.
They're probably because you're young enough. They think, oh, well, you're not old. You can do it
But I'm
yourself.
short. Like
You're not that short.
I'm 5'3".
That's not that short.
That's short for American
overhead
standards.
bin?
I think the average height for an American woman is 5'6". So I'm short. Like the bins are tall. And so another customer helps me put it up. But in Korea, like I'm like trying it. I'm like bending down to get my suitcase and immediately they come
Someone
and they're
will
like,
help
oh,
you.
let me help you. And they're like, put it down. And then, or like, you know how if you like sleep through the
the
drinks,
food and drink stuff.
like in American Airlines, not American.
yeah.
That they don't wake you up, right? They just like pass by you, and then later on when you wake up and you ask for them, they like don't even serve you. They're like, it's done. But in Korea, they save it for you, and then when they see that you're up, they like come and they're like, oh, you missed the snack time, and here's your snack.
Okay.
So that's my biased opinion.
Even though you had a bad experience, at least you didn't have to rebook.
That's true.
So that's good.
I've been rebooked though.
Oh.
And it's stressful. Like during like storms, because there's a lot of storms in Boston or New York.
That's where you need a travel credit card to protect you against such things.
This is not sponsored.
I won't name the travel credit cards we have, but we have 2 of them, and
You like that?
that segues into my experience. If you don't mind me sharing.
Yeah, no, please do share.
So we had a good experience when when we spent 5 months in the US during COVID to be there with my family. We were flying back to Korea in 2020, and we booked through I forgot the airline. I think it was Delta. Actually, Delta holds a special place in my heart because Delta flew me from Korea to America when I was a baby.
Really? It wasn't a Korean airline?
Because my mom kept the Delta blanket. Because they, you know how they provide international flights blankets, and I guess because I was cold, they just let me have the blanket when I was 3 years old.
Okay.
So I have a Delta blanket. So I'm like, oh, Delta is like a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
But we've flown Delta a lot. It's actually my preferred airline.
Really? Maybe they're like nicer in near their like
Who
headquarters.
knows? Yeah.
Because you know how Chick-fil-A, it's better in the South? Like the service is better, like everything is better.
I've not heard this.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Because the one in Boston is not as nice as the ones I visited in North Carolina.
Oh.
So I wonder
Maybe that Southern hospitality.
Yeah. If like
culture.
the further away from headquarters, like the standards are not the same.
Okay.
I wonder.
Interesting. Yeah. So we had a travel credit card, and we flew into Detroit for some reason, because Detroit to Korea is like a nonstop. And we got there, and they had an issue where the flight was canceled. So we're like, oh my gosh, what do we do? But then we had our travel credit card for the first time. And we're like, we remember that they said that there's some benefits if flights get canceled. And fortunately, I'm not sure what kind of measures were in place for the airline. But for us, we got to stay at a airport hotel. And our credit card was going to pay for it. And then they gave you incidentals. So because they know that you checked in your main bag, they don't know what you have in your carry-on. So they give you $500
per person.
per person
That's so nice.
to buy clothes, toiletries, food, etc. And I remember thinking, babe, that can't be right. Like, there's no way. She's like, no, we can buy these things. And I'm like, no, really? And then we bought it. And then like 2-3 months later, I saw that they recredited us. I'm like, that's crazy. So we bought all these Detroit clothes and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
We bought all these like snacks. I'm like, this is crazy. And then I was like, wow, this is so fun having a travel credit card. And a little caveat, by having the travel credit card, it lets you into lounges.
I know. I'm so jealous.
Blew my mind. It opens up a whole new world. So if you ever travel with us, we have guests that we can add guests for free.
Let's go to Australia together.
Yeah. You don't have a travel credit card that gives you access to lounges?
Not yet, but I'm gonna upgrade.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna upgrade soon.
So let me tell you, folks, if you travel, a lot of times, because I worked at the bank, annual fee credit cards, everyone thinks, oh, I want to avoid those. If you diligently take advantage of all the different rewards on credit cards, it will pay for itself and then some.
Yeah.
But credit card companies that have annual credit card fees hope that you get it and you don't take advantage of it. And then you forget how to apply all the bonus points, how to take advantage of all the things. But my wife and I, we make sure we take advantage of everything. So actually having an annual fee travel credit card is way more benefits than the actual fee itself.
Yeah.
So it pays for itself. But yeah, ever since then, traveling is amazing because you have lounge access. Like a lot of lounges have showers. You can take fresh showers. They provide all the towels. Of course, you have the food. If you're if you drink alcohol, they have free cocktails and beer and wine. You feel like you're getting pampered. But I, like you, I love airports so much that, much to my wife's chagrin, if for international flights, they say you can check in as early as 3 hours before. We're always there before the 3-hour check-in. Because I want to enjoy every amenity possible.
So funny.
And a little life hack, maybe I'm jumping the gun on all this stuff. Oh, I have one more memorable experience. So
Tell us.
Being the good son-in-law that I am to my wife's family, we took my grandmother-in-law and her family, in terms of her daughters and one of their grandchildren, to Japan. They took a cruise to Shanghai, but they're not avid travelers. And my grandmother-in-law would need a wheelchair, but my wife was working. So I flew to Japan with them, escorted them around Japan. And then I flew to meet them in Shanghai while they took the cruise. So,
wow, Adam.
So I helped them out a lot. So in Shanghai, so long story short, we're in the Shanghai airport and my in-laws want to buy a bunch of souvenirs to bring back to the family. But I'm trying to be a good son-in-law. So I like to be early to everything. We kind of show up late. I like to be at the gate even before they start calling the numbers, but they're all shopping. So I'm like looking at my watch like, crickets. But I'm like, I can't tell my mother-in-law and all my in-laws, Bali, let's go, because they're all enjoying like, oh, let's get this for this uncle. Let's get this. So I'm just like, So we start walking to the gate and they're literally getting ready to close it.
Oh no.
And the Shanghai people, they're like so frustrated at us. So really angry. My mother-in-law, she takes her, it ends up being for some reason my grandmother-in-law and me. So my mother-in-law and all her relatives go ahead of time. So it's just my because it's me because I'm holding the wheelchair for my grandmother-in-law.
Yeah.
So they go ahead, get into the plane. It's literally my grandmother-in-law and I. As they take the wheelchair, put it wherever they need to. And then I'm walking with my grandmother-in-law and we're going into the plane. And my grandmother-in-law, because she can't see well, she's like, Chongmia, like her daughter.
Oh no.
And she's just screaming it out really loud. And like we're literally walking down the aisle and she's like, Chongmia! And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. And people are like, what's going on? And it's so funny. It was really cute, but it's so funny.
So embarrassing.
Yeah, it was cute though, but it was really stressful for me because I'm like, oh my gosh, we're gonna miss our flight. What's gonna happen?
Oh no!
And I didn't want to rush them, but fortunately we got there just like you. But they were so angry because they're not Korean either. They're from
they're Chinese.
They're Chinese, and it wasn't a Korean airline that we were flying back. So they were really not happy about it. But it was so funny that she was like yelling, "Jongmi, Jongmi!" So funny. But
sorry, flight attendants who have to deal with latecomers like us.
I know.
So you're the type to arrive like 5 hours early, as early as you can.
Okay, so when we leave out of Seoul, we do this every time. We never will leave out of our house and go straight to the airport. We'll either do one of two things. We'll either stay at a capsule hotel at the airport. Either they're in the Incheon airport. There's both Terminal 1 and 2 will have capsule hotels, but they get booked quick. So if you know you're flying out, you got to book that capsule hotel. And we'll stay at the capsule hotel down that night and then fly out at our leisure the next morning. If not, we'll stay at one of the hotel airports that will have a shuttle bus to the hotel. That way, because we'll usually fly out the earlier flight. And the idea of waking up at 2 a.m. to get a taxi to get us there by 4 a.m. and then like have less sleep. I'd rather get a decent amount of sleep at the airport.
I see.
Be at the airport, not have stress. Because for me to enjoy the airport, I don't want to be stressed. So I always I always like being there early because if you check in literally at the 3 hours before the flight, you're able to go through security and enjoy the lounge as long as possible. So that's what we do.
Makes sense.
It's a little life hack. Stay the night before if you have the ability to. It's nice. Yeah.
Wow.
So what type of traveler are you? Are you likewise now, or do you still like just showing up right at the moment that they suggest?
No, I like going early, but I'm not as prepared as you guys where you like stay the night before. I like going there like 2 hours, 3 hours ahead of time. Even though I don't have lounge access, I just like sitting there and like walking around and just checking things out, like watching a show for a little bit and just like I like being like calm. And sometimes they'll change the gate on you. So if you don't get there early, sometimes you like miss your gate.
That's true.
I don't like dealing with that kind of last minute stuff. So I'm like, let me be there early. But I know people who have like what's that pass thing?
Oh yeah.
TSA pre-check.
We have that. We have global entry and TSA pre-check.
My friends
and we
who
also
have that.
have clear too.
Yeah. Oh, you have
we have all of them.
You have so many. But if you have that, I know people who like leave an hour before.
Oh, because they can get through right away.
Yeah, and it's a 25-minute drive to the airport in Boston. So they go like right before the gate closes. And they're like, I don't want to waste time in the airport. And I'm just like, but what if something happens?
Yeah.
Like, what if the tunnel, like there's like an accident and you can't make it in time? And they're like, oh, they'll just like rebook me. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Weird.
Yeah, I'm not that type of person.
Yeah, we have all of those because our travel credit cards will reimburse us for it.
Please sponsor us.
One travel credit card will reimburse us for global entry and TSA pre, and the other travel card will reimburse us for clear.
Nice.
So we have the benefit of both.
Nice.
It's amazing.
Nice.
What's your favorite thing to do at the airport? I guess we kind of talked a little bit about it.
We did kind of talk about this.
But yeah, for us, it's definitely going to the lounges and also just walking around the concourses. We don't stay at the lounge the whole time. So we like to walk around and see different things. And a lot of the airports will have different themes to things. And sometimes, although you don't always want to buy stuff at the airport, least they'll have duty free stuff if you got lazy and didn't do your souvenir shopping prior.
Yeah.
Airports they're so fun.
I know.
Yeah. I could spend all day at the airport.
Same.
Now my wife and I always hope for delayed flights so that we can take advantage of our credit card stuff. But ever since that Detroit one 5 years ago, we've never had a delay. So I told my wife, we just have to go, like, for example, to the States on Thanksgiving.
There's
like a decent chance of delayed flights. And we'll just all like plan flights for those days.
Wow. Playing the system. Other than like walking around, I also like watching the people that work there.
Oh.
Like the people that like put the luggage on the plane and take it out. Sometimes they're like joking with each other. And I don't know why, but it just seems so funny to me that this is their workplace. Like for everyone else, it's like it's like a pit stop, right? You're like going somewhere, but for them, they're like going there every single day and working there every single day. So I like watching them interact, and then they're like joking with each other as they like drive the golf carts. Just like human interactions, or like kids who are like running around and they're having so much fun because it's like a huge space. Oh. Yeah. People watching.
So I want to share a shout out to the Incheon Airport on an experience. So on our most recent flight, we flew out to Hong Kong in January of this year. So we checked. So my wife somehow read incorrectly on the particular airline that we were flying out of that we thought we could check in 2 bags or something like that. So, but it was only 1 bag for like 20 kilograms. But we had 2 bags that were under 20 kilograms, where we were just brought 2 bags. And we get to the counter and they're like, oh my gosh, like you're gonna have to pay an extra fee. And we're like, because you have 2 checked in bags. So
it's not 1 per person?
I don't know exactly what the surrounding was. Okay. My memory always fails me. But we're like, oh my gosh, like
yeah, you don't
we're
want to
gonna have to. I was thinking, okay, we're gonna have to empty all this and just leave a bag. We don't even know what to do with it. But they're like, oh, there's a solution. So at Incheon, they have a box packing facility specifically for these situations.
Yeah.
Did you know this? So they took our 2 small checked-in bags. They boxed it in a cardboard box, taped it all together, and it counted as 1 check-in bag.
Yeah. You can also like ship things or FedEx. Yeah. Not FedEx.
There's a Korean company that will ship things too.
Yeah.
From America. I mean, from the States to Korea, or from Korea to the States, a lot cheaper than if you were to do something like through FedEx or DHL or.
I meant like at the airport. If you suddenly don't want to bring something with you, you can send it back to your house. You can also get your passport. If you lost your passport, you can get a passport at Incheon Airport.
Yeah, so if I get there 3 hours early and forgot my Korean passport, I could literally at the airport get a new passport made.
Yep.
Which is mind-blowing, because in America it could take months.
Yeah.
And to get it even within a couple of weeks, you have to pay at least a Benjamin. At least. We were really flabbergasted because we had no idea that they had this service, and it was only like 7,000 won to pay for the box, and they wrapped it all up in just one, and then the airline counted it as 1.
Yeah.
I was like, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
So nice.
But that's like so, like, they're not being flexible.
Oh, the actual airline.
Yeah.
But Incheon knows that airlines aren't flexible, so they provide that extra service.
That's
which
true.
Is really
That's really
cool.
nice. But if you really think about it, like the airline is just being really stupid.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you still had that. You checked in that baggage,
back in the day, you could do international flights and have your bags at 70 pounds.
Really?
Yeah. Do you remember those old Korean luggage where they zipped?
Yes. It's called imin kabang. Yeah.
Yeah. You could make that 70 pounds, but now they make it 50 pounds, which is like 22 kilograms.
Yeah. It's much smaller.
And then they charge you you could check in whatever. And now they charge you more. And I don't know. I don't know why the airlines were doing that. Obviously, it's the bottom dollar. And they got a lot more strict since 9/11. I noticed the airlines got more strict in everything.
Yeah. Now there are flights where you can't even bring item.
A checked-in bag. Yeah, like
Not even a checked in, like a carry-on. You can only have a personal item. You can't have a carry-on.
Yeah. So like bringing a carry-on roller bag on top of a backpack is no longer accepted.
Or like the backpack has to be like the tiny
It
ones.
has to fit into,
Like you can't even use the overhead bins now because you're buying the cheapest ticket.
Yeah, and then they make the overhead bins smaller, even though it could be bigger. And sometimes they say they'll say it has to be this small, but then you get to the overhead bins and they're the regular size.
Oh,
and you're like, what?
I know they're getting really stingy.
Yeah, that is a bad thing. But you just have to be savvy with everything. You know what I do? This is a little life hack. I don't know where it is, but I have a Nike what do they call those pouches that are like the old man geeky dad pouches.
Wait, what are those called?
You know what I'm talking about.
Fanny
pack.
Fanny pack.
But it's a Nike fanny pack, which makes it kind of cool. I never wear it except at the airport, and this is a life hack.
Why?
So my my battery banks. So a few of the more strict Asian airlines will weigh your carry-on bags, because if it's over like 10 kilograms, so I'll put the fanny pack in, put all my heavy electronics in the fanny pack, wear something that covers the fanny pack when I check in at the counter, and they'll be like, oh, it's below 10 kilograms. Then after we walk off, I'll put my 5 kilograms of electronics and I'll put it back in my carry-on bag.
That's smart.
It's a huge life hack.
That's smart, Adam.
Big life hack, and it helps all the time. I'm like, yeah. Because they don't know that I have this big, heavy fanny pack on.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. So wait, that's so funny. Okay, another question for you, Adam. Have you ever cried in an airport?
As in like seeing a loved one off, or as in a bad experience?
For any reason. Have you ever cried? You know those rom-coms where they're like crying in the airport? Has that ever happened to you?
That's a good question. I didn't even see this question when we prepped. Man, I'm trying to think back. I was definitely sad, but I don't think I cried. I was definitely sad, but no, I don't think
that's
I cried.
valid.
But I mean, yeah, I can't. What about you then? Have you cried?
No, but I don't cry.
Are you a crier in general?
I'm not.
Do movies make you cry?
Movies make me cry.
Oh, 진짜?
Yeah.
So you are kind of a crier.
I'm a crier when it's fiction, but in my real life, I don't really cry.
Oh, interesting.
Because like, I don't have time to feel my emotions. Because at the airport, I'm so focused on like getting out of the airport on time, or like getting on the plane, or like getting home in time. Like I'm thinking through like the logistics of what I need to do, that I don't have the capacity to like feel anything.
In the midst of that chaotic leaving to Korea a year ago, were you crying out of frustration at all?
No,
You were just intense. You weren't.
It was like beep, beep, beep in my head.
Because some people will start crying out of the stress of it all.
Oh, no. I get very like, I get laser focus when I'm under stress.
Okay.
It's not good, but I get really, 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 really productive and like very analytical. So maybe that's why you think I'm a T sometimes. But in those like really stressful moments, I'm like, crying is not going to help. I'm not going to cry. Like we gotta figure out. Leave the tumbler, start running. Like,
see, I would have been systemic. Like, okay, so how long will it take? Because I wouldn't want to leave the tumbler, you know, because I would have been like, no. Really? Yeah, I don't like giving things away.
That's true. It was a nice tumbler.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
But for me, when I go to airports, another reason, not only do I just enjoy the airport experience, but I don't do well under stress.
Oh, like when you're rushed.
I can handle it, but I get stressed, and then it'll stress those who fly with me. my family that are, especially my in-laws, know.
I see.
But so that's why I like to show up early, because then I minimize any stress.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. But no, I don't cry. And then I think homesickness hits me like at the 3-month or the 4-month mark once I've settled down in the new country.
You know, the whole concept of homesickness, I could never grasp it.
Really?
Until I lived in Korea.
Oh, because you are really excited to come back.
Yeah. But prior to that, never understood it.
But you speak so fondly of Oregon.
I speak fondly of Oregon, but it wasn't a homesickness. So I've talked to like my college roommates would be homesick.
Yeah.
One of my family members, they went off to college, stayed there for a week, came back and never went back to college.
Oh.
Because of homesickness.
Wow.
Sorry if I got that story incorrect, family member. But that's what I remember it being.
Oh, wow.
So some people are so homesick that they can't handle or like
change.
For me, I embrace it. Like this is an adventure. I'm experiencing new places, new action, new scenes.
Yeah.
Leave the past behind, forget what is behind, and look forward to the present and future.
I'm kind of like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I get homesick for people more than the place itself.
Okay.
Except I do miss Boston Falls, like autumn season from Boston.
Korea's nice autumn.
We don't have autumn.
I mean, it's shortened in Korea, but
like
it is a legit autumn.
In October of last year, I was wearing shorts.
Yeah,
it was so hot.
We had a tropical night in November in Korea this past year.
Yeah,
and the tropical night is when it doesn't go below a certain temperature. So yeah, we did have an unusually shortened autumn this year.
Okay,
but we still do in Korea. We still have the changing of colors and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I guess it does last longer in other places.
In Boston, yeah.
But maybe global warming has caused shortened of
everything.
Probably,
I believe that. But yeah, that was the first time I really missed like the physical location of a place. Like last year was the first time I experienced that.
Oh, okay.
So maybe I'm getting sentimental.
Getting a little softened. Yeah. Get the emotions out a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're going to be, by the time people hear this episode, you might be in India, but
maybe unclear.
Before we close the podcast, I have noticed anecdotally, and you can tell me, because you kind of alluded to this, but back in the day, prior to the advent of cell phones and iPods to listen to music, I do recall conversing with people on the airplanes much more, especially in the States. Hey, where are you from? Where are you going? Oh, and then we'll talk about different things. But I've noticed anecdotally for myself, I rarely will talk to the person next to me now. Yeah.
But you did in the
back
past.
in the day. Yeah.
Same.
And I feel a little sad, but I also, because society has embraced that, I feel like I'm infringing on their privacy.
That's yeah. Like if they have their phone out, it's really hard to like even ask them a question.
Yeah. It's usually like if you're sitting next to someone, you'll like politely like nod and like, hi, I acknowledge that you're here, but that's it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad. But there are times though, depending on if the person looks affable or if they will make the effort to be like, oh, hi, but because I'm naturally introverted, I won't be the instigator unless they are the one reaching out to me. And then I'm open to, oh, okay. So then we'll talk about certain things, but I generally will not be the initiator. I think there are a few times that I have been the initiator, but these days, in the last probably 15, 20 years of traveling, especially ever since 9/11, I don't really talk to anyone anymore.
Yeah, similar. Well, I also don't really initiate, but sometimes I'll offer to help. So, for example, like there was like a lady and her daughter, and they both wanted to go to the bathroom, and they were like, didn't want to ask anyone. They were just kind of like not knowing what to do. And I was like, oh, I'll like watch your bag. You can go to the bathroom. But then the daughter got really suspicious. She moved her mom to a different location.
Oh, weird. I'm a cautious man, but when I get up to go, even when I'm flying on my own, I never worry about my things being taken.
You just leave them?
Yeah.
What?
Is that weird?
Yeah.
Like someone near me might take it?
Yeah.
Really?
Or security might take it, thinking it's a bomb.
Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry. Are you talking about at the airport or in the airplane?
Oh, at the airport. Sorry.
Okay.
You're talking about in the airplane.
Sorry. Okay, I misconstrued.
Oh, okay.
At the airport, don't leave
your bag. Don't leave your bag.
That's true. Okay, but on the airplane, if my stuff is underneath the seat or...
Oh, yeah. No one takes that.
Okay.
No,
That's what I thought you were talking.
Oh, no. On the airplane, I don't talk to anyone.
Oh, I have a funny story.
It's too close.
Yeah.
And then if they're a weirdo, you're stuck with them for the whole flight.
So. Oh, I was talking about on the airplane.
Oh, I was talking about in the airport?
Oh, that's so funny. We were talking about two different things.
I see.
Oh, interesting. Oh, so I flew to Korea in 1996. And this was before 9/11 and all these different things. And I was flying out of Portland, Oregon. And these Korean people came up to me and they're like, oh, can we put some items in your bag?
Oh, no.
Because I guess they went over the weight of and I remember like I was conflicted.
Did you say yes?
So in my mind, I was going through everything. I'm like, they look trustworthy. They look nice. They're Korean and I'm Korean and they're expecting me to do this. But at the end, I felt really bad. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't.
Yeah, but that's safe. That's wise.
But
who knows what they're going to put in your bag? No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I was nervous. At first, I was like, oh, I should do this for them. But then I felt weird about it. And this is even before 9/11.
Yeah.
But I said no to them. But I've never had anyone ask me after that.
Given your history of saying yes to the most ridiculous situations, I thought you said yes. And then they became your best friends or something.
They slipped me like 200,000 won. I'm like, yes. Yeah, I didn't say yes to them. But I do remember feeling like, is this common? Is this what Koreans do?
Sketch. Maybe back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Because they were just starting to like travel outside of the country. Yeah.
But fortunately, on the times that we have been like a kilogram over, we've only had one situation where they said you have to take the item out. But for the most part, they are pretty gracious with it.
Why are they so nice to you?
Have they been strict to you guys?
They're so strict with me. Yeah.
Really?
Is it because I'm younger? So they expect me to follow the rules more?
Maybe. You're saying I look really old?
No, but you and Hyojin together, like you're a couple that's like.
Sometimes I fly on my own though.
Oh, but they never really.
We had one time where the Korean, I think it was, I won't mention the airline, but we flew to Jeju, and we're flying back or flying to, and they were like, it was like 1 kilogram or less than even kilo, and they're like, you got to take something out. I'm
it's
like,
a budget airplane, so they probably were stricter. Yeah.
But for the most part, airports are really fun, folks. Yeah. Traveling is good for the soul.
It is.
For sure.
It is.
And even if you're not a people person, it's just fun people watching. I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love watching interactions.
I would just want to say the best part of traveling for me, not actually the newness of it, but it's the ability to take a step away from my regular routine and to realize that the things that I think are so big and so like huge problems in the grand scheme of things are like not really that important. And it gives me perspective. And then I come back and like, I remember I was freaking out about a certain deadline and I'm like, hey, like, let's go of this. It's not that important.
So true. This is a very millennial thing to think, but it's the whole idea of experiences over possessions. Any day and every day, I'll take an experience over possession.
Is that a millennial thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Very millennial. But I embraced it for sure. Because Gen X and baby boomers, all those people,
Possessions.
it's possessions.
They all have houses.
It's have the house, have the nice car.
They're hoarders.
Yeah. Who cares about a new car? I'd rather go on 4 vacations and buy a new car any day and every day.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do get possessions, but they're electronic possessions and they're small. So,
I wonder what Gen Zs think.
That's a good question. I wonder what we should have asked
They don't,
her.
because they don't even care about jobs anymore. They're like, this job is toxic. I'm going to quit. And then they just like quit. Okay, we'll ask the next Gen Z we meet.
We have to bring on a Gen Alpha in the future.
They're too
Who
young.
are Gen Alphas? Are Gen Alphas 18?
They're too young. No.
No? I think Gen Alphas are 18 now.
Really?
A sidebar.
They
Sorry,
were born in
folks.
2013.
Oh, Gen Alphas?
Yeah.
2013, so they're 12?
Yeah.
That's the earliest Gen Alpha?
Yeah.
Wow, I thought Gen Alphas were like 2005. Interesting.
Oh, 2025. 2013 to 2025. That's
yeah,
the
which
Gen
is
Alpha.
they're only 12 years old.
Yeah. The oldest they're 12.
Oh.
We got some years before we can get one on the show.
Yeah. We got a while to go on that one. If we can interview a Gen Alpha in 7 years from now, we're doing pretty good, Hannah.
We are doing pretty well.
Yeah. Lord willing, at least for me, I'd like for us to keep doing it.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. But yeah, this was fun talking about airports. Leave your favorite airport down in the comments below. That means we know that you're a real one. Write down your favorite airport. We got a few people that wrote real ones on that last one.
Oh, really?
That we did.
I gotta check that out.
But yeah, favorite airport down below. Unfortunately for Hannah and I, we're biased. We both chose Incheon.
Incheon's awesome.
Which is
Do a day
the
trip.
airport outside of Seoul. But it might as well be the Seoul airport. Anyways, y'all, thank you so much for checking out the episode. We'll see you next week. God bless. Peace.
Bye.